Nice, cool day for practice today. First day in full pads. Really pleased with a lot of things during practice. We did have high temperatures this morning. It was a cooker out there with the humidity, and in full pads and the energy up. But I tell you, the kids didn't disappoint. Started off with a live goal line 11-on-11 drill, and I thought for the first day live contact in that situation, that area of the field, I thought we executed pretty clean down there. You just worry. First day of contact, a lot of times you see some sloppy stuff, but I thought that was a very clean drill, and good inside run period for the first day, and then I thought they really pushed through and finished practice very strong. Had a good field goal work at the end, and a pretty high energy team period at the end. So good first day in pads.
What do you think? Anybody kind of rise to the occasion when things got live today at all?
I think a lot of people did. One that kind of stood out to me was down there in the inside run period, which is a deal where the offense can't throw it. It's a between the tackles kind of deal. So there ain't a whole lot of run room right there. And Shane Calhoun, we had an ISO play. He's the lead blocker, and really had a big block on one of our big inside linebackers. To pop, I think it was Keaton or Rajay one, pop one of those guys free. And that's a block a year ago I don't think Shane could have made. And that's a block a lot of guys, a lot of tight ends can't make because it takes athleticism to be able to, block, go up against a guy that has pretty good athletic ability, and then it takes some physicality against, the guys that are the size of our linebackers. So, lots of guys like that today that I thought did some good things. I thought Pop McKay, showed some of what he has down there in that goal line period. He should have been hit for a loss when the second offense is going against the second defense, and he was able to break the tackle in the backfield and gain positive yardage. Sometimes that doesn't stand out to fans in the stands, but that's a -2 play turns into a +3 play. That's a 5-yard difference, inside the 10-yard line. So, lots of positives.
With Pop, how's he coming along and just learning the playbook? I know it's a lot for.
It is a lot. I think he's coming along. It's a lot. You start throwing the whole passing game to a high school kid, and it's much more complex than anything he's ever done. But he's handling it well, and the physical ability has shown itself already. I think he's a guy that's going to be able to play for us this year. Obviously we have two very talented starting tailbacks, but you're going to need more than two throughout the season.
Coach, can you talk about the offensive line and how they're looking so far?
I thought I had a good day today. That's what I was talking about when I said that the goal line period was so clean. Is you didn't have any false starts. I thought really good execution. I thought the level of contact was really good at the line of scrimmage, and so I'm pleased with that for the first day. Sometimes that can be a little sloppy. So I think you're seeing the experience. You're seeing all the hard work that those guys have put in, and certainly that's a group that we knew we had to improve. When we got here in 19, and they have really worked hard to bring that group along to where now I think it's something that can be a strength of our program.
Coach, do you change the way your daily operations are for the Heat?
Yeah, we took 2 5-minute breaks today where we have cold towels, wet buckets, Gatorade, all that stuff, and we try to get them over in the shade near the tower and just let them cool off, and just put that cold towel around your head, try to get the core body temperature down, and really try to keep that hydration level up throughout practice. So we took 2 of those, about a third of the way through and about 2/3 of the way through to try to help them be able to finish practice, and I thought that was pretty effective today.
Did you have anybody that was the most excited to be hitting something today? Did you see something?
Oh, I think a lot of them. I think Bruce Bibbins is always excited for contact. You could hear that the other day, but Xavier McIver, he kind of called it out during the team meeting first thing at 8 a.m. this morning. So I think a lot of the guys look forward to today, and that's why I thought you had really good energy.
You talked to them yesterday about bringing it today, and it seemed like they acclimated really quick to contact and looked like they hadn't missed a beat. Well,
I think that I think that they embrace that. I don't think this is a team that's a soft football team. They're a bunch that's going to play physical. Now it's the thing like we talked about. I'll go look at the film on that goal line period, but we got to be able to play physical and play effectively. Executing, not making mistakes, not a mental bust, and so the challenge is, moving on after the first day of live contact, to where tomorrow, it's the second day. Okay, and you're back out there, and then the next day it's the third day, and then you got Friday and we got scrimmage Saturday. It's stacking those days together, because this is the week in camp where I promise you we all forget what day it is. I mean, you go to bed at night, you go in the house and go to bed, you wake back up, I leave, and you get back here and it's dark when you leave, it's dark when you get here. Same thing for the kids, and then what day is it? You have no idea. If it could be Saturday, it could be Tuesday, who knows? And so that part of camp is really the challenge of keeping our mentality and keeping our focus and keeping our motivation day in and day out. And that's where I've got to do a good job of making sure we take care of them, get enough rest, get enough hydration, being smart on what we do day in and day out. But at the same time, we really got to push ourselves right now, because this is what prepares you for that, tie ball game, close ball game, fourth quarter, hot September ball game, where you've got to play through that mental fatigue late in the ball game.
Donnie had said yesterday sometimes that on offense right now that the game plan of just getting into Rajay and Keaton, and he threw in Snead, can kind of be simple and a good thing. I mean, what do you think about that, of having a couple kind of go-to players that seem to be kind of hitting their peak?
Well, what we ideally want when we get ready to line up is about 6 of those guys. I do think that everybody has a lot of confidence in those 3 guys, and that you're never going to make a mistake getting the ball in their hands. Ideally, we want to see, CJ come along, Shane Calhoun come along, Audie come along, some of these other receivers come along, to where you don't just have, a couple of guys. You have a lot of guys that if you can get the ball in their hand, they're going to make something happen. Josiah Hatfield's the guy that I've really challenged this camp. He's a third-year player. He's not a rookie anymore. He's got experience. He has tremendous ability. He's a guy that we have to be able to count on. To be able to get the ball to him and him make something happen. So I think, we've got 3 guys that we're fortunate to have, and we just want to cultivate some more and get some more guys in that kind of role.
The rest of this week, can you take us through the schedule, just leading up to the scrimmage?
Well, scrimmage Friday or scrimmage Saturday, probably, maybe a touch lighter on Friday, from a load standpoint. Probably have one more, pretty heavy day either tomorrow or Wednesday, and then the other be kind of a medium load day. And it's something new that we're doing this preseason camp, is just monitoring the load each day on the kids. We've got a way to do that now, and so just really want to make sure that we're fairly fresh on Saturday, so we can see as much of a game simulation as we can here, a week and a half, almost 2 weeks in camp. Okay, thanks a lot.
Appreciate it.